There he is. It's Al Jackson.
Hey.
Way to narrow it down, Tom.
Now, Al,
Mr. Worldwide.
Al, I know that you have your career as a drinker is over.
Yes, yeah. I will just say this, shout out to bourbon. I once drunkenly bought $5,000 worth of bourbon at a child,
Auction?
fundraiser.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And found out the next morning. And when they dropped it off, I was like, okay, this is an issue. But, it all went to good use.
That's right.
You could never buy $5,000 worth of bourbon and just say this is for the kids.
That's right.
So I was able to do that.
Oh, that's funny. Now, and you're, by the way, going to a lot of baseball games these days. You go into a lot of Rockies games. And we have Drew. Have you met Drew? Drew, you may have known his dad. His dad was Mark Patrick from our show. And
okay, I remember. Yeah,
Drew was a Major League Baseball pitcher, and now he's gone on to create this bourbon.
First of all, congratulations on 2 incredible lives.
Oh,
What a great flex. I would just wait for everybody to say their job is like, I used to pitch in the majors. What'd you do again?
Yeah.
Which CVS?
Al Jackson, Al, right away I want to get this out. You have a new album out there.
Yes.
And give me where you get it and what's it called again? It's not on my sheet and I don't remember.
Anywhere you get your streaming music, Pandora, Apple, Podcast, Spotify, it's all there. It's called In Earnest. I recorded in Chicago. I'm super happy with it. Bob and Tom, people, y'all came through. Lots of downloads last week. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Get some bourbon. And you know what, Tom? I did something different in this album. There's like a little bit like a low music bed that I actually made the music, and it's playing during my set. And it's kind of like it would be perfect to sip some bourbon to and just sit on the couch with just the lamp on and just listen to it.
All right.
Sipping some bourbon.
That sounds good. Now, you used the word flex earlier in our discussion. Tell me exactly what that means in that context.
No, Tom, you tell Drew what that means. That's what we've been doing for years now.
See,
I know what it means.
I should explain. As you know, since you kind of grew up around me, you know that my level of hipness needs a little work. And
Tom, give him a second to absorb that.
Needs a little work.
I mean, every career, for example, in the world of baseball, you guys have a lot of shop talk lingo, if you will. There's stuff that you would say to your fellow players that no one else would even understand.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Industry talk.
Yeah, it's inside stuff. Right. We have that.
We all have that, yeah.
All that, but there's also stuff that's hip. Like when you say, hey, that's a nice flex, when he referred to the fact that you can say to someone, well, I used to pitch Major League Baseball, now I've created this bourbon. Hey, nice flex. I'm a little unclear. Does that mean you're like flexing your muscles is like a nice way to subtly show off? Is it a humble brag? What does it mean?
It's not even so much a humble brag. It's just a fact. Humble brags people don't like, but a flex is like, I saw a T-shirt once and I never forgot it. It said, if you can do it, it ain't bragging. You know, and honestly, he pitched in the majors. That's just a big fact. So, you know, it's a nice thing to be able to say about yourself.
Yeah. But you don't like tell people offhand. I mean, like right off the bat, do you? I mean,
no, that's why I wear my jersey, Tom.
Yes. So he doesn't have
Why
to
are
talk
you still in full uniform?
Right.
Just throw the nails on. I mean,
Stop showering in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Boy, a little bit of your dad just came out.
Now we've already gone through the Major League guys in the shower, Al. But I have a couple more questions.
Yeah, we had to sit through that, Al.
Yeah.
Tom asked a Major League
I have a
Baseball
technical
player,
question.
You guys shower together? Yeah.
Man wants to know. Now, growing up...
Wait, well, I want to know.
Yeah, you'll want to know this. We used to have to wear a cup.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, in junior high and high school, you'd have to wear a cup, that plastic thing. Do baseball players wear them other than the catcher?
Some guys do, some guys don't. So it just depends on, I guess, how much a guy trusts his hands.
Did you wear one?
No, I did not.
Did you ever take a line drive to the body?
I did not. No.
Wow.
Yeah, knock on wood on that one. I guess I'm done, so who cares? Unless I get hit in T-ball at this point. Then I deserve it. But yeah, I never did.
Something that Steve-O would do.
Yeah, Steve-O, yeah, absolutely. Jackass movie. Do the catchers have some kind of super high-tech military grade jockstrap material that's bulletproof or something?
Yeah, I think it's pretty standard. I mean, those guys will still get blown up. It doesn't help that much, but maybe that's another.
Remember, Molina got nailed, and he was wearing a cup, of course, but it still did major damage.
Yeah,
Right.
it's bad.
Oh my God!
You should see the bruises those guys get, whether from a hit by pitch or something. It's gnarly, man.
No thanks.
Didn't that one guy's
thanks.
testicle explode or something?
That was essentially what happened to Molina.
Yeah.
I thought it hit a seagle.
No,
That was
that
Randy
was
Johnson.
That was
a
different. Okay,
incident.
sorry.
See,
But we're talking big units.
Good pull, Josh.
Al Jackson, it's called In Earnest. And Al, this leads to a really odd observation of Josh Arnold's this morning.
All right.
It started with a Chick McGee news story about a very fine athlete in the NFL who has decided after his career is over in the NFL, he wants to be a star of erotic cinema.
Tyreek Hill said that, Al, that he wants to. He's totally serious. He wants to be adult cinema star when he retires. Yeah.
Which led me to my comment that, do you ever notice that everyone in that is always a porn star? There's never like a working man's like character actor in porn.
Just a lunch pail kind of guy.
like the Wilfred Brimley, the buddy, the sidekick in a porn movie.
Yeah, where are the character actors in porn stars? Like just the guy that's like they're with the guy delivering the pizza, but he doesn't actually go in. Like,
Yeah.
And when you
with
see
the
him,
background players.
when you see him, you go, "Oh, it's that guy."
Yeah.
But tell your story, Josh. You had a buddy that was a comedian that wanted to.
Yeah, he was an open micer, and he was not getting too far in the business, but he also had he was very skilled when it came to he was
Gifted.
physically gifted. He apparently had a. Well, I actually ended up seeing it.
Did you shower with him?
No, but
Yeah, all comedians do that.
I
Did you
don't
know?
feel like Josh was done with that sentence. He was starting to admit things. He was like, "Look, he was gifted."
So he
well, I saw it.
he
Look,
was like, "Man,
we
I've got
were,
this."
We were drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
It was raining.
I've got a large thing, and I can also I can finish on command and all this. And we were like, dude, you have to get in the porn industry. And he ended up shooting a few scenes. That's how I ended up seeing it. Somebody sent me one of his scenes.
Ironically,
But isn't that weirder that you shoot a few scenes, Tom? Because once you've done it, you're like, I'm done it now. You might as well shoot 1,000, right? Like you don't want to have kind of a career.
if you want to see him, Al, he has a video, interestingly enough, with the same title as your new album. It's a picture of him with Hemingway called In Earnest. It's a gay porn.
Okay. Hey, look, we accept all over here, and
I would've
I'll
gone
be the
Jim
character
Varney.
actor in this. I'm the guy working in the library.
I was going literary. You're much funnier. So, Al, once again, the album is called In Earnest, and
Yes.
on the usual platforms. That's great.
all the platforms. Yeah, man, super excited, and I'm just back in the lab reworking jokes, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is not fun, not knowing where this joke is going. It's cool to create a brand new. Isn't it great when you don't have anything to fall back on stage, except your huge member?
Now, because you're now on the Daily Blast Live, which is kind of a serious, maybe somewhat light sometimes, but the serious talk show all the time. Are you getting audiences for people that just know you from that?
Yes, absolutely. The show it's so weird, and it's never like, oh, it's a good thing. But we were on the air during COVID. The studio is a block from my house, and my kids are in LA, so I was still going to the studio with my other co-host that didn't have kids at the time. And so she and I just did the show for almost a year. It was just us and the director in the entire studio that holds almost 100 people. So a lot of people saw us during the pandemic, and now it's really crazy how many people watch the show. We're the number one show in Denver. We beat everybody.
Great.
Anybody that's on at 3:00, we beat everybody. So
you're on all over the country and on the internet. Well, let's get to it. We have only a few minutes here for my lesson. Do we have a word or a phrase that I need to learn?
Yes, Tom. I want you to look at Drew and tell him what the phrase "booed up" means. BOO''D. This is an easy one.
Booed up.
You got company here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm going to do this logically. I have heard someone say that's my boo.
Yes, Tom.
So if one is booed up, presumably it means you have a girlfriend.
Tom, we are 1 for 1. We're
Yes.
moving on.
Now, by the way,
first of all,
boo food.
Oh, God.
is not, as Josh tried to point out, a Halloween treat that you can eat. No, I'm sorry. Back to you, Al.
Tom, we're 1 for 1.
Okay.
Let's hit for the cycle. Tom, what does percolating mean?
Percolating means like you're getting ready. If you're on the air this afternoon, you'd be percolating, getting ready for the show.
Kind of. So, like, if I said it just talking to my friend, and I said, I'm just percolating at the crib, what does that mean?
Percolating at the crib. Okay, so you're home, just hanging by yourself, thinking.
Yes,
Just
I'll
hanging
take
out?
it. You're just hanging out, getting ready.
Yeah.
You might be getting ready to go out later, so it just means you're not really doing anything. But like, definitely some things going to happen later. Tom, you're 2 for 2. Let's go home with number 3.
All right.
Tom, let's just get this out there. My favorite phrase of all time. Tom, tell everybody what the phrase "keeping it thorough" means.
Keeping it thorough. Oh,
Yes.
boy. This is keeping it thorough. I'm not sure. Anybody have any guesses here? Thorough. Keeping it thorough.
Keeping it thorough.
Don't overthink it. This is a phrase that is just like out in the American lexicon now.
Staying focused?
Close, yeah, that's part of it.
Keeping it thorough.
Getting the job done?
Being honest.
Dotting your I's,
When you
crossing
hear
your T's.
keeping it, what do you mean? You usually think keeping it
Real.
Hey, Tom, keep it. Yes,
Keeping
So,
it real.
Yeah, keeping it thorough. Like I'm still the same guy. Just because I used to pitch in the majors, now I got my own bourbon line. You know me, I'm still keeping it thorough. It's just the same old Drew.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that today.
There you go.
Send your royalty.
Yeah,
out.
there you go.
Well, see,
So, Tom,
Drew has a
use the
7-year-old
phrase.
telling him that he's wrong about everything. So
That's right. Well, he still likes me. So we're
when,
good
when you're a
for-
dad, you know. So no, do I have to use that in a sentence?
Yes, please.
Keeping it thorough. Wow. Let's see. I don't know how to do. What can I do that would be something that very long? I'm on a ski trip.
If I do it for you, you'll never learn.
Sure, I'm on a ski trip, and I go to have lunch. As I discuss matters with the waiter or waitress, I'm keeping it thorough, just down to earth me. In this lofty situation of the 1%.
I feel like you would be saying that to the waiter. Look, I'm down to earth. I'm keeping it thorough. Go get my Caesar salad.
yeah. With salmon.
It's interesting to know that people like you still exist in this world. It's nice.
Oh, Al, once again, you can get the new collection of Al Jackson live comedy, Al Jackson, in earnest.
That's right.
On a place you'll find it somewhere near you. Al, you look great today. You get some cool lighting going on in there.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I redid my studio. I'm feeling good. The life is good, bro. Honestly, I'm super happy.
Yay. You
And
deserve
really
it.
quickly, I wanted to ask Drew, is it possible to make bourbon non-alcoholic? Because I've had some non-alcoholic gin.
Yeah. There's some of that. We actually
Is it called water?
Yeah, I mean, apple juice. Yeah, no, yeah. There's actually some companies that do it, and it tastes close. I've tried a few of them. So, hey, I do have a random question. You go to Rockies games a lot. Do you ever cross paths with Dinger, the mascot?
Yes, all the time.
That's my arch enemy.
Weirdly.
Oh, really?
What happened?
When I would come close games there,
Yeah.
there's a tunnel right behind home plate. And so Dinger, during the 9th inning, would hide behind the umpire. So I'd be getting a sign. I'd see the catcher, umpire, and then this Barney-like dinosaur just hovering up and down and doing bits left and right. And the guy got me every time.
Now, Drew, I have to ask you, were you happy when that drunken fan tackled Dinger?
I paid him.
It was a hit.
I have to look at that clip.
Thanks, Al. It's always
Bye,
great.
Al. We
guys.
love you.
See you, Al.
Congrats, Drew, on the bourbon.